students began protesting through an email and call-in action that was initially organized through a Facebook group message. Today, they challenged the eviction of the Che Cafe as well as the tuition hike by marching across campus and starting what is known as the Occupy Peterson movement. Students have been sitting in the lecture hall complex since early this afternoon, and some of them intend to spend the night here. Hi, my name is Tina Butoyu, and I'm reporting for the UCSD Guardian. I'm here with AVP Sarah Donaldson, and she's going to tell us a little bit about what's going on here at Occupy Peterson, as well as the Che Cafe. So, what can you tell us about the protests that have been going on this week, tonight, and just your thoughts in general?
So with the announcement that the regions have voted for the tuition hikes, now the question is, are students just going to accept those tuition hikes with no reaction? And these are the students who have decided that their answer to that question is no. And this ties into the Che Cafe because the university at one point in time in the past had said it's become time to evict the Che Cafe because they have failed the master space agreement. And AS and the Che Cafe committee have said that's unacceptable. So what we need to do is pause the eviction and gather the documents and decide basically what students think is the right way to proceed forward, and then bring that to the university.
And what is the timeline that we can expect for all of this to kind of be hashed out?
So the committee is going to issue their report week 1 of winter quarter, and the university has agreed in writing not to post the eviction until the report has been filed. Then AS will have a discussion and vote on what they think is the best idea moving forwards, whether or not they even want to support the Che Cafe's right to the space. So the timeline is pretty much contingent on a lot of different things.
We also spoke to Max Cotterall, one of the primary organizers of the protest. Max, can you tell us about what's been going on these past few days, and specifically about Occupy Peterson and what the goals and future of it are?
Okay, so yeah, today is I would say today's protest is most closely related to the action we had on a few days ago. There was a sit-in before that that I wasn't really involved in organizing, but I attended. But it's all been in response to the decision by the regents to hike our tuition. So the action today and the occupation here is just a response to that tuition hike. The name of the game has been long-term planning. So I don't think that anyone thinks that just a night of occupying a building is going to force the regents to repeal the hike. But I think everybody here and everybody at most of the protests knows that it's going to be a long struggle, and so everyone's just thinking of ways that we can continue to lobby the regents and lobby the state.
What do you think about the connection between the tuition hike and the Che Cafe protests?
I think it's pretty related. The Che Cafe people have been fighting eviction for a while now, and it's just really related to kind of the overall privatization of the UC. It's kind of indicative at the campus level, where they're pushing out student spaces in favor of more commercialized and corporate spaces, kind of like Price Center. So, and we see it now with Porter's Pub as well, being their leases not being renewed. So, kind of the unique spaces at UCSD are kind of being shrunk.
Although the tuition hike was approved by the UC Board of Regents, students are expected to continue protesting in hopes of reversing the decision. Further coverage of the story will be available at ucsdguardian.org and at Guardian newsstands across campus.